Hello, my fair ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the female territory. In my previous videos, we worked on perfume vocabulary and two types of questions: yes/no questions and special questions. Today, I'm going to give you exercises on indirect questions that will contain perfume vocab. We use indirect questions when we want to ask someone for information or help. Indirect questions begin with phrases like, can you tell me, do you know, could you tell me, I wonder, do you have any idea, and so on. For example, I wonder if it is a genuine perfume. Or, could you tell me what floral fragrance is the best selling this year? My first example is a yes/no indirect question. In a yes/no indirect question, we use if and the word order of a normal positive sentence. Remember, I wonder if it is a genuine perfume. In a special indirect question, we use the question word and the word order of a normal positive sentence, like in my example. Could you tell me what floral fragrance is the best selling this year? If this is clear, let's do some practical exercises. I give you a question. Your task is to turn this question into indirect question using one of the phrases like, can you tell me, I wonder, do you have any idea, and so on. And then you'll hear my version of the indirect question, which can be different from yours. But what matters is the word order. Ready? Let's get started. Are you sure the perfume is authentic? My version of the indirect question is, I wonder if the perfume is authentic. Or, could you tell me if the perfume is authentic? By the way, I should have included some more opposites into my previous lesson about opposites describing perfumes. So, authentic, genuine, or original perfume are opposite of fake or counterfeit perfume. Next sentence. Did you apply the perfume on pulse points? My version of the indirect question is, I wonder if you applied the perfume on pulse points. Or, can you tell me if you applied the perfume on pulse points? Is this a classic fragrance? The indirect question may be, I wonder if it is a classic fragrance. Or, do you know if it is a classic fragrance? Next sentence. Do you scent your wardrobe with your favorite aroma? The indirect question may be, can you tell me if you scent your wardrobe with your favorite aroma? Or, I wonder if you scent your wardrobe with your favorite aroma. Why do mature cheeses release an unpleasant odor? The indirect question may be, can you tell me why mature cheeses release unpleasant odor? What perfume are you wearing today? My version of the indirect question is, can you tell me what perfume you are wearing today? Next sentence. Do you usually spray your perfume or do you dab it? Dab. Do you remember? To dab means to apply in quick movements. So, do you usually dab your perfume or do you spray it? My version of the indirect question is, can you tell me if you dab your perfume or you spray it? What did Jack reek of at the party? You remember, to reek of something means to stink of something, usually unpleasant. So, my version of the indirect question is, do you have any idea what Jack reeked of at the party? Or what Jack stank of at the party? The verb to stink is irregular. Stink, stank, stunk. Next sentence. Do you know decent, affordable fragrances? My version of the indirect question is, can you tell me if you know decent, affordable fragrances? Or, I wonder if you know decent, affordable fragrances. When did the perfume go off? You remember that to go off or to go bad means to expire. So, I wonder when the perfume went off. Or, do you have any idea when the perfume went off? Or, can you tell me when the perfume went bad? Does natural always mean persistent? My version of the indirect question is, do you know if natural always means persistent? How many niche fragrances do you have? My version of the indirect question is, can you tell me how many niche fragrances you have? Or, I wonder how many niche fragrances you have. Is floral olfactive family the largest? The indirect question may be, I wonder if the floral olfactive family is the largest. Or, do you have any idea if the floral olfactive family is the largest? And the last sentence in my exercise. How many new perfumes do luxury brands produce annually? My version of the indirect question is, do you have any idea how many new perfumes luxury brands produce annually? By the way, do you have any idea how many? They say it's around 700 new perfumes annually. And finally, a little bonus exercise for you today, a tongue twister. I couldn't help giving one. An illusory vision is a visionary illusion, is it? Have a good one.